And we're back. Alright, let's get the stream set up and then we can get going. Today's trial day, ladies and gentlemen. That's gonna be fun. That should be fun. Alright. Just getting stuff set up, I suppose. Everything's working. Alright, so today the plan is just to finish the trial, and then we'll continue on tomorrow. I don't have a lot of time, but I'll get there. I'm just really excited to see how this turns out. And let's go. Okay. Where are you, Steam? Yeah, if I'm not playing this, I'm usually playing something like the Outlast Trials or my survival horror games, but alright, here we go. Intro music incoming. So loud. Here we go. Okay, let's go.
Danganronpa.
Danganronpa. I have a feeling that Kyoko will be killed today. But let's go over the trial. See what we can get. Okay, we're gonna go over the evidence real quick because I forget everything already. Bullets. Monokuma File 5. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. Okay, they had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but they were at least several days old. Exploded body analysis. The explosion has burnt the upper half of the body beyond recognition. 1 second, something just popped up. Okay. The explosion has burnt the upper half of the body beyond recognition. The upper half of the body has remained on fire and has been extinguished. Because of this, the upper half was soaking wet, while the bottom half remained dry. Fake nails. The body was wearing notably long fake nails. Okay. Tattoo in the right hand. The body had a tattoo of a dog on the back of the right hand. Fenrir. There were bits of debris, charred debris near the body. It should be noted that the bomb which removed from Monokuma in the gym had disappeared. It's hard to imagine these two events are unrelated. Sprinklers are programmed to come on every morning at 7:30. And this time it's impossible to change. As such, it can be assumed that if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, it would have gotten wet. When the body was found, 7 a.m., Makoto went to the morning announcement. 7:30, Makoto and Aoi arrive in the dining hall. 7:39 a.m., Makoto meets the others in the gym, and together they head to the headmaster's room. 9 a.m., Toko is told to find the pickaxe in the garden where she discovers the body. The knife found near the body was the same knife that was used to stab it before the explosion. It is also the same knife that Toko had given Makoto for the safekeeping. And the knife the masked assailant was holding when they attacked Makoto. The tarp was hidden among the other items in the tool shed. One side was wet with filthy mud and grime. The other side was completely clean and dry. The number of chickens in the chicken coop had decreased from 5 to 4. Yasuhiro claims that there were, without a doubt, 5 chickens just before the nighttime last night. And yet. Byakuya stated there were no corpses in the garden just after nighttime last night, so it can be assumed that the murder must have taken place sometime after that. Byakuya also said that he, Yasuhiro, Toko, and Aoi were in the gym the entire night, and none of them were alone at any point. The corpse had a mask covering its head and a white jacket covering the body. A knife had been thrust into the abdomen and there were bloodstains around the wound. The body had stopped bleeding, but the blood was still wet. It was noted, however, that there was no blood on the ground around the body. Mukuru Ikusaba, female, unknown as the Ultimate Soldier. She became obsessed with the military from a young age. She disappeared while on vacation in Europe and reappeared in Japan 3 years later. Apparently every member of Fenrir gets a tattoo somewhere on the body to represent their membership in the group. Apparently the killing game began with 16 participants, all students. It is assumed that Mukuru Ikusaba was the 16th student. Monokuma also revealed that the reason Kyoko wears gloves is to hide something she doesn't want anyone to see. Woodblock key, looks actually like the key to the locker in the dojo. Titanium arrows. A set of titanium arrows was found in the dojo locker. There appeared to be 10 in total. Along with the arrows, there was also a wadded up ball of duct tape in the locker. The duct tape had traces of blood on it. It is assumed that it is related to the case, but nobody can imagine now. Kyoko used Monokuma's secret tool, which granted access to any room in the school, to sneak into the second floor of the dorms. There seems to have no monitors or security cameras. Alright, you guys are ready? Let's go to... Alright. Okay. Let's go to set skills. I have 3. I have 3. Is there anything I can buy for 3 right now? There is not. So, let's give it. Let's finish and let's get going. I'm excited.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
All right.
So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
But Kyoko's standing right there.
No, that's a ghost!
But she has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her traits?
I got it! I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh! You know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got... I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all. That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Possible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
No, that's wrong. No, there's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out. I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition. And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Well, if we can't identify the body...
No, that's wrong. There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real? If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog? Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Seriously? You really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
I got it! The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Then
Now I understand. The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo. Then that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? Now we have to have a clue last trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the... After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from... Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
And who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time, and when she finally turns up, she gets killed. Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us, just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
Nope! There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
I got it! You've I've narrowed it down to Yoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
exactly so.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the
Oops,
whole
I'm
alibi
muted.
thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place.
Right.
Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at...
Nighttime, right?
Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who
Around
saw
9
the
o'clock,
body
right?
first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
9 o'clock, I think. I think it's 9 o'clock. I think it's 9 o'clock? Is it 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock? It was 9 o'clock, I think. 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock? I'm gonna say.
I got it!
Yep, there we go. Shouldn't have
The
hedged.
body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh, yeah!
Yeah,
Right
7:30.
around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
Murder happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m. And I don't have an alibi from 10 p.m. till 7:30 a.m. Okay, then it looks like the game has begun. I can't provide an alibi for that period, and I just gotta prove the murder didn't happen during that time. During the time I didn't have an alibi. To do that, I have to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden. It had been after the sprinklers went off. There we go, sprinklers.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
Yes. Let's do the 7:30.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
Oh no, that had to have been the other one.
Shoot!
Okay, I think I know this one. It's gonna be the first.
Established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
I think I missed it.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
No, I missed it.
That's
Come
more than enough time to commit murder, I should think.
on.
So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
Let's try this again. Alright.
We've established a time frame for the
It was
murder.
there were only two options anyway.
It took place somewhere between 10 and...
There we go.
No!
Hold it right there.
Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The
Right?
sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right?
Right?
So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How?
Because I put it out. I
Saying
fire
only
extinguished
the
it.
mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words?
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Man, you're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why!
I need to prove that it wasn't the sprinkler that got the body wet. All I have to do is hit Toko with certain evidence and that should do it. If we look at the body itself, that should make it clear, because the top half was... Yeah, here we go.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything!
Final strike. Loaded body
How
enough.
can you say it wasn't the...
This should prove it. Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers. The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
What?
So sick of her.
Yeah.
Let's just move on.
Yeah.
The reason only the top half was wet was because
Yeah.
while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place
Before 7:30?
sometime
After
the
the sprinklers,
turned
rather.
on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Her whole thing is a mystery, bro. Kyoko is the only one without an alibi, which would mean that Mukuro's killer is No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone. That's...
I'd just like to say one thing.
Yeah.
If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever.
Hmm.
Which is why I can't let that happen.
What? Huh?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us. A trap?
Interesting.
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
No.
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill
Yeah,
her.
they were part of the same military organization, right?
She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything.
Right.
So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this.
Correct.
But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all.
She was just some random
As a
person.
result, we were forced into another trial, something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Whoa, you're blaming me?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Oh,
Interesting. I'm listening.
the tarp,
All
right?
it would take was covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
Certain something at the scene that was used to cover the body. What could have been? It was the tarp.
I got it! You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
Yep.
You catch up. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did.
Yep.
The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Whoa. Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. That tarp. If it was used the way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? The body?
Wait, something's not right.
And what might that be?
Can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said. Is Kyoko setting me up, bro? She drugged me with body before the explosion, the exploded body analysis, or fragments near the dead body. Okay.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
It was dirty, wasn't it? It was dirty.
Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Correct.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Alright.
Oh! Yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
Blood was
What?
camouflage.
After the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim.
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood
Blood
packs
pack,
from
yeah,
the
nurse's office. Or unless Hifu used them
That's
all.
what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
Oh, from the chicken. You got the blood from right there in the garden, huh? Yep, chicken, chicken, chicken.
I got it!
Chicken.
Could it have been chicken blood?
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens.
That was the chicken blood.
But after the murder, there were only 4.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood? Man, that's messed up.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right?
Right.
But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body.
There should have been something. That's what you're saying?
But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so.
No, it was not.
No, the head was through the neck hole, but the arm...
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off,
Right.
but the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp.
Right.
Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
Alright.
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body.
Right. Okay.
They'd be done in no time.
Maybe, but still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
That's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
And the suspicion falls back on me again. Why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. This guy's dead body has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50
That
odds.
About how it works.
Oh,
See? Pretty good idea, right?
no, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right?
Oh, it was.
According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before. That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
Huh.
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
Yeah.
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier. Then why did you hide that?
It's not that I hid it. It's just...
Couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. Well,
Considering everything up until now, I should be able to make it quick. Guys, I'm gonna need 1 second, okay? And I will be right back. Sorry about that. And we're back. My bad. Let's go back to where we were. Thanks for bearing with me. To provide proof. Yeah, let's prove that we're not the murderer. Okay.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
Knife.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto. It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
Whoa, was it?
So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
Well, you're one to talk. You're like a serial killer. Oh. Get that girl, man.
The knife we found lodged
So
in
the
dead
body was already dead
It's
before
the
it was
same one we gave
stabbed.
to Makoto. It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her.
No, it is not.
No, it's wrong.
That's right. That's what I said, man.
Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Right?
Lies! We never talked about what killed her.
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right?
Right?
In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Right?
Okay, fine. So
Right.
what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
Victim was stabbed twice in the same spot? No, there's no way that's possible. The exact condition of the body was written down for everyone to see. In the Monokuma file, right? Let me see this again. Victim had stabbed a single time with a knife. Yeah, there it is.
I got it!
Single time.
The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. Totally forgot about that.
Then the knife...
was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing. The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her.
Right?
It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but
What?
what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden?
Booby
like
trap
that?
somehow?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion.
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
The only explanation I could think of for the explosion oh, wait. Fragments. There we go.
I got it! After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural. Because, of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that
Ayoko.
is the only other possible suspect, you, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine, I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate. Okay, that's good. What did kill the victim? Okay.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The
Right.
explosion didn't kill her for sure. Yes.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't me because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Yes.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
The knife was covered up. All those other wounds in the body went fresh, which only leaves.
Then, shall we continue the debate?
Kyoka's been very silent.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. Yes.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't me because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Right. Just cover up.
Then, shall we continue the debate?
Yeah.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
Oh no, I lost that bullet. Dude,
The explosion didn't kill her for
pressed it
sure.
by accident too.
I guess.
Well,
Whew.
yeah.
Alright.
She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't me because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Okay, let's try this again.
Shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
What?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. Yes.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
Messed
And it
up
wasn't
again.
because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file,
Messed it up.
that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then, shall we continue the debate?
Yes.
The
This time I'll
victim's
get it.
fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. Yes.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it.
There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Shoot!
What? Okay.
Then,
Sorry,
shall
I
we
messed it up
continue the
again.
debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
I think that's correct.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. Yes.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Okay. Try this again.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Ah, it took way too long.
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
Right?
But then, what was the murder weapon? The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe!
Ah.
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it.
I feel the same way!
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
What was it?
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
A real murder weapon. Was it the woodblock key? Blunt object to the back of the head? Oh. Huh, I don't know.
I got it!
It's the only weapon in there.
Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something. And that's what killed her. And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
There.
That's what the Cobra attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure? Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right!
She's so useless.
I'm not back-talking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
I don't blame Hina for doubting it, because there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. What? Body duct tape, woodblock key, and the titanium arrows.
The titanium arrow.
I think it is a woodblock
It
key.
was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
No, it's wrong.
Oh, I should. Oh, did I put woodblock pipe for that? Yeah.
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape. The killer probably uses duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together, and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto?
And we saw you there too.
Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to the death of us all. Remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
Woodblock key. Yeah, which you left for us in the first place, dude. What is Kyoko doing?
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb.
Ooh, did somebody plant it there?
That key is just the final key. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
She's protecting me. Does that mean she knew I was being attacked? And she came to my rescue. Could that be when? Which would mean that Kyoko, she killed someone for me.
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Uh-oh.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can
Oh.
you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
What? Ayakuya should know better than anyone? What does that mean? What is happening now? When the body was found.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Why?
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Wait, Kyoko gave her the room key to Byakuya, right? Which would mean...
What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would
Oh, he had the key, didn't he?
There's proof that you are the culprit.
No, that's wrong.
Alright, totally forgot about that part.
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
Why not?
Because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room...
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong? Then you're finally starting to understand.
No, that's not actually true. It was a clear contradiction what Kyoko just said. Just told us, and an obvious lie. But this just isn't like her. To try and save herself with such a desperate lie. Did she really feel that threatened because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Is there some deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier? You vote for me and I die here. The mystery of the school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen. This is a trap the Mastermind sent for us. Mastermind's trap. The Mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko. But what if it's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I do? Mastermind's trap. The victim was Mikura and Kyoko killed her? What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. Who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? Mastermind's trap. If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if the risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? What do I do? I have to decide right here and now whether or not to expose Kyoko's lie. Pursue the lie, let it go, or run away. Let's let it go. Kyoko's kind of like, not really. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here, something that has to do with the Mastermind's trapping that Kyoko mentioned.
Does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
What? It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the Mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up.
Mastermind?
Time's up. Class trial's all over. Everyone can stop talking now.
What? time's up?
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you.
Voting time?
What? Okay. Still got an A. I got 77 medals.
Now, who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Hey, hold on! What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Wow, we're voting already, huh? Makoto. What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Yeah. It's all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. You've got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes,
Good
indeed.
job, everyone. Good job.
Yep.
You got it right. What? The trial doesn't make sense.
Hey.
It makes perfect sense.
Shing.
It's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way.
Thrills,
Time for your heart-pounding,
chills,
positively
thrills.
thrilling punishment. Wait, where did that? Why did? Ryoko.
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Huh? Say what now? I think I messed up, but they let me restart it anyway, so. What? After school lesson. Say what? Wait, what's happening? Heck of an execution. Oh, wow. Nice. Chihiro. Not Chihiro. What's her face? My friend. What's going on? Hey, was that? Yeah, it had to be. Alter ego. Alter ego. Some stupid virus from that stupid guy. He must have planted it when he invaded my network. Damn it all to hell, I don't believe this.
It would seem...
You finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the?
In other words...
What I'm saying is you shouldn't have underestimated us. Why are you talking like you already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. Stupid virus is gone now. Got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. To waste away in a garbage-strewn pit, in a way that's even better special punishment. Still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. Is he gone? Okay, what's the meaning of this? Just what the hell is going on?
Calm down.
It's okay, we're not the ones being trapped this time.
In other words...
No, it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
What
are you talking about?
Say?
So...
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. Okay, so I made it. Kind of. The massive high school tower is over all the other buildings in this building. Like the school stands at the center of the entire world. This is the intro. Hope's Peak Academy brings the top students from every field imaginable and government school in the field school. And no ordinary student, blah blah blah. Standing there in the gate of the ultimate school filled with the ultimate students was me. Ultimate lucky student. Where am I? I woke up with my head, body feeling heavy. Ah, what is this now? Finally. I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again, and then I was awake. Or was this just another dream? Dream inside a hopeless nightmare? No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast, dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash piled high across the area. Supposed to be some kind of underground garbage pit. Heck of a situation to find myself in. Was I gonna be stuck in here there until I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remember all too well what had happened. Alter Ego saved me, and he used up the last little bit of his strength to do it. So I can't give up now, for myself and for my friend. And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First up was to start looking for a way out of here. Alright. Something like that. It's an airplane. It is an airplane. Look at that. Desk that came with me. We're gonna go through the door in a second. Rocket and a tank. Rocket and a tank. Rocket, tank, plane. Locked. No matter how many times I push to pull it, getting out of here isn't going to be easy. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon, I decided to look around. Plenty of food here, but it's all rotten, but that was pointless too. Next I searched for some water. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are all around a bad idea? Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked on all sides. That's still not enough reason to give up, because I'm still alive, and as long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was go to sleep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. And all I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign, not exactly. A crunch. What the? Strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched, the pile of garbage jostled, formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Something fell from up above. What could have it been? What are you? Tumbled. What are you?
Just a second.
Giant piece of trash, rude. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
It
With a cup of noodle
awful.
on her face.
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than expected. What are you doing here?
So...
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. Glad to hear that. You got a bit of garbage in your hair. Gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash.
Hey.
First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We could talk once you're finished. Thank you. Snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way towards my stomach. Phew, I really hit the spot. Now I got all the energy I need to keep going. So you still haven't given up though? After all the fact, I can keep going forward is all I'm good at. Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. Cool. Okay, why'd you come to rescue me?
So...
Pay a debt. Or no, to atone.
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that. You didn't abandon me. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However...
Well, listen, I'm not trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive no matter the cost. Why did you have to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive
In other
is so that
words-
I can do what I came to this school to do. What? I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason. So you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak.
Indeed.
That's right, at least I did. Once.
I-
Until recently, I've forgotten what it was. You forgot, but that's... I had no memory of what my purpose was. No memory, that's impossible. Amnesia. Then, is it really true? You lost your memory?
Makoto.
You remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at the school? The first thing? You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
Fainted too. And when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point, my memory was gone. At that point, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what made you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seemed much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
indeed.
I don't think, I'm positive, the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow, they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. So the mastermind just stole that for you.
However...
And it could also mean... So how my memories may be connected to the mysteries of the school and mastermind, we just have to get them back. But if you say it's true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that, then we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always the chance that the mastermind's actually one of us.
Correct.
Well, don't make too big of a deal out of it, it's just a possibility. Oh man, what if it's Hero? But since it is a possibility, we can't forget the mastermind is one of us. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However...
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you were the least likely to be the mastermind. It was just intuition, but your intuition was right though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I
understand. I should understand everything.
My goal isn't to get out of here. It's...
Oh. Just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen? Oh, is he the mastermind? Oh yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey,
Even now, I still trust you, you know? It's just, I'm not used to relying on others.
correct.
I know, I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality.
So...
Through so long, I don't remember, but I was finally able to get... Oh, wait. What was that?
So...
I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. You mentioned your ability, my ability, what everyone should know me for. I'm the ultimate detective. Yeah, I figured. The ultimate
Correct.
detective. And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy was someone I had to find here in the school. You to find someone who? Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. Headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father. Called that too. It's very anime.
In other
I
words...
was separated from him as a child, as it turns out he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Kaoko's dad is Hope's Peak headmaster, and that explains when Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved. Find a way. No matter what it takes, I'll find the headmaster. Of course, since my whole purpose of coming here was to find him, that makes sense.
However-
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said that what I felt based on what I'd seen snuck into the headmaster's room. And what did you see in there?
So...
The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess, the dust drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean the headmaster, right?
It's true.
That was my assumption, yes. And to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found. But why there? Because I found this in the headmaster's room. This is some kind of map.
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room along with Makoto's profile and that key. The map showed the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. And I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, the room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remember that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So we went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However,
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So what was it like, the part of the school, I mean? It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in the school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean?
so...
Can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. Sounds like it must be important and really ominous. Okay. How many times am I gonna have to talk to this woman?
However,
Of course, once I got to the second floor of the Dooms, there were no cameras and no monitors. Oh yeah, I saw that already.
so...
Second floor of the dorms, we read that part.
However,
This is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. It has to do with Mukuro Kasaba, doesn't it?
however...
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi, so... Who did kill her?
Anyway...
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Kasaba was to get me killed.
Indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial. It was? The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly. Minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope Peak Academy at your discretion.
In other words...
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules. That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
Hey,
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba. There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. I could have become the victim?
indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? You mean, yeah, when that guy came in to kill you. During the night.
I...
You can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the god of death. You can hear the god of death as he moves. The ability naturally draws me into cases like this.
Anyway...
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and I saw a white shadow across the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
Correct.
I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However...
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead.
Correct.
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to do with the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. So all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have a conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. And that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try to kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right, that is a contradiction. And it's not just Makoto, they need the class trial to kill me, but it seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So what does it mean?
other
It means
words-
that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered.
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more, and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair, and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. If you
Indeed.
think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. We're talking about
That's right.
what happened a year ago, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Tragedy, whoever is responsible for that. They're the ultimate despair?
It would seem...
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. And there,
Indeed.
make no mistake, they're the root of all evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair. That is our real enemy. 100-mile dash, pain of a junk food junkie. Alright, let's save and look. Alright guys, that was a great chapter. We are going to save here. And I'm calling it. We're going to continue next time. Dream Island Rockets. All right. That was cool. Got that achievement. Saving. And we shall continue.